Let's see, I'm on my tablet, so it might not be like good quality, but it'll do. I just can't be bothered going and setting all that up. And they're like, oh, I know. I have to drag my light over. I have this big stupid light. It's a little bit better. Which is ridiculous. It's a craft light, but I saw that my son's got like a mini. If anyone knows about the what they called ring lights, but it's a mini one. It's only about this big to put behind your computer, so you can move about with it. So and it's only small. So I might have to look into that for my birthday next month. I think. Don't know if there's anyone in chat. I'll just wait a few minutes because I was just going to share my experience, thoughts and feelings today of going on a course. I kept saying college. It's not college. It's just a little course at a little course place, but I am going to college as well. They both start in the same, well, I think my other one starts this month or next month, but they're both courses anyway. So I was just going to share that with people because I do like to come on and share my experiences, feelings and thoughts. So while I'm waiting for people to come in or make a comment, because I can't see anyone, well, I can see four. My hair's gone frizzy today, obviously, because it's a bit... Hi, Miss Chime. Yeah, well, I'm going to tell you about my thoughts of going, because I know there's people out there, but I'll just say about my hair that, the hair that I'm not allowed to talk about, which obviously I'm going to talk about. Because it's raining today and a bit drizzly, it's frizzed a lot, so it's nice to share things about new things and adventures that you're going on, because if there's anyone out there with dreadlocks, they might have have advice on the frizz, but I know you do get frizz with it, it's part of it. Look, it's all going curly. I like my little curl here, it's like doing its thing. So my little curls here. So if people didn't know, my hair's actually naturally curly, so if anyone's got any ideas with that, it's just gone mega frizzy today with the weather, but that's okay. But like, I'm just sharing that because people might have experience if they've had dreads or got them. Hi James, I like your hair. Thank you. I was sharing it the other day and then got, sort of attacked for sort of sharing it. But I just want to say that rant that I had yesterday wasn't a negative thing. And I actually thought about it today on the bus. And it's going to make me go into another chat called patterns. Patterns of people. I don't know when I'll be doing that because I'm over on Brian Staveley's tonight with Roxanne at 8 o'clock. So, hi, Happy New Year. I like to say Happy New Year and not Happy New Year because to me, New Year really starts in spring. But Happy New Year to everyone anyway. And this has just come through the door when I got back, this little piece of soap. It's natural. And I'm just testing it. That's why it's that small. But it doesn't have to be big because, yeah, it just doesn't have to be. It's only me that's going to be using it. And it is for soap, face, body and scalp. But it's actually a dreadlock hair soap shampoo. You lather it up. You don't put conditioner on your hair. You just need shampoo, but you need a natural one because you don't need silicones and things in it coating it. So for anyone that's interested, it's a peppermint one. I chose peppermint because it's quite refreshing. This little peppermint one. And it's handmade in the UK and it's organic and it's got peppermint essential oil and aloe vera. So I thought I'll try this one. Can you smell it actually? I've just got it. Yeah, peppermint, nice and fresh. So for the people who don't think you can wash your hair, you are actually supposed to wash your dreads. So it's just not frequently. So hi Tapper. So hi everyone in chat, or anyone that's in the background or about to come in. But you know what I do? I just go on my roll. So dreadlock soap. So anyway, so I'm going to just go through my experience of today because I know there's some people out there. I personally don't feel like this because I just feel that you go with the flow, just chill out when you go somewhere and don't have expectations. When you have expectations, that's when you start thinking and the monkey brain comes in and it starts worrying you and telling you what to do and that you're not going to have a good time and what if someone thinks this and what if they do that. So I didn't think anything because normally you'll go and think, oh, they're going to do that thing where they get you to stand up in front of everybody when you don't know everybody. And if you're a bit nervous or a bit shy or not confident, you might get a bit of anxiety. No, you're going to stand up in front of everyone, say your name and say where you come from and what you do or what you don't do or whatever. So I just went with the expectations of, I don't know. I'm just going to enjoy the experience. Hi. So I'm not ignoring anyone in chat. You just know when I go with the flow, I have to just get it out. So I get up this morning, take little legs to school. First day of school, said he don't want to go, but that's because he's been off for Christmas. And I get on the bus now. I've not been on the bus for ages. And normally, if you get a day saver or a week saver or a mega ride or whatever it's called over here, like a ticket, I'm not used to getting a week saver because I don't really go on the bus anywhere, really. And I can't be bothered with all loads of people, public transport with people's different energies and everyone coughing and spluttering everywhere. Where I go, I normally walk to. So anyway, I had to get on the bus where I was going. I got on the bus and I'm like, yeah, weekly saving is like £1. I'm thinking £1. It's like 16 quid for the week, which I think's dear, but I think I can get it back. So I was like, £1? What's he talking about? And I didn't realise now you get a little plastic card to put on the scanner thing, but because I'm obviously not with it and I don't really go on the bus, I didn't know. So I was laughing at that because I was like, what's he giving me? Oh, he's giving me that. So they've changed a little bit. So I get on the bus and I go upstairs and I'm just like, la 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 la. I just get to, the course. My mum rings. And she just starts going on about something. I'm not getting into it, where it was something ages ago and it doesn't really matter as such. And I was just like, Mum, you're gonna put me in a bad mood just going on and on and on about it. But she's like, yeah, but you need to know. I said, yeah, but I don't, because it's not actually relevant for now and it's not really affecting anything. It was something to do with the receipt sort of thing. And I was like, yeah, but it was ages ago. I wouldn't have known anyway. And because it was back then, it doesn't really matter now. And I didn't do it on purpose and blah, blah, blah. And she was like, yeah, I know, but. And I was like, right, okay. And then I had to text her back and say, look, Mum, I didn't realise it was there, blah, 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 blah. Let's not keep going on about it. I thought this is first thing in the morning. I do not need to be put in a funny mood while I'm going to a course that I've not been on and meeting new people. Hence last night when I was ranting, I had to get that out. Sometimes you have to release things, the thing is as well, if you pent stuff up, because this is a chat I'm going to be doing on in patterns, if you pent things up, it will go in your body energy centres, and you'll just end up being ill. And hang on a minute. So anyway, that passed. Then I could hear this guy on the back of the bus and he's like talking to himself or talking out loud, or I thought, has he got his earphones in? And every time the bus stopped, obviously to pick people up on the way, all you could hear was effing this and effing that. And I think he was talking about the bus driver. But the bus driver has to stop at the bus stops. But people are so in a rush to get everywhere, maybe this person got up late, so he was getting annoyed because he's not getting to work quicker. I don't know, but that is a problem with today's society. They want everything now, now, now. No one's patient. They're impatient. A bit like with the queue thing. Why has it not happened? Well, go and research and you'll realise it's big. And we have to be patient. But people just want everything fast. It's fast money, fast cars, fast living, fast consuming, everything's fast. That's why no one has patience for anyone else. So he's like mumbling, and I'm thinking, and he got up and I sort of looked at him as he got off the bus, looked at what I was trying to figure out, and I was like, people just need to chill. You're getting yourself worked up before you've even gone anywhere. You know what I mean? He's going to work, wherever he's going, he's getting worked up. And he probably won't get there any later than he would have done. But people have to be picked up at the bus stop, so you can't really call the bus driver for doing his job. It's not the bus driver's fault. So this made me laugh. So I get into where I'm going, and hi, Anna. The actual place I was supposed to be going is a building. I don't even know what they used to use it for, but I sort of walked straight past it. It was in front of me. I walked straight past it and went up a hill and was looking for it. And then I just turned straight round and saw it and went, oh, that's where it is. Walked back down again. And then got in the building, and then the guy on reception, yeah, people who are paid to be patient definitely are not for me. Yeah. And then there's a guy in reception, he's talking to someone on the phone, so I'm just stood there patiently thinking I'll wait for him to get off the phone. But then as I looked, there was a thing on the wall telling you the name of this thing that does the courses. I was like, all right, I don't need to ask him. Right, I'll go in the lift, I'll go to the second floor. And then I'm looking around thinking, where's no one really there to greet you, or I was just looking, is it that way? Oh, it's that way. it was like going in college, like all the rooms. And then I saw some people in the room because I don't think it said anything, but the doors were locked. Like you had to get a code. So I thought they're obviously the people who do the courses, and people come from all over to do them. And I'm thinking, right, well, no one's looking at me like, oh, should we? So I just carried on down the hallway, saw some other people where you don't have to go in with a door code. Hi from Long Island. Hi, everyone who's in chat. I'm just on one about my course. And just stuck my head in and said, is this? And they were like, yeah, come in. So I think there was three women when I first got there. So, it was just the usual sit down and just had to fill a little bit of paperwork in, show ID and all that and this, that and the other. That was fine. And then I think three men came in. I think there was one, two, three, four. I think there was actually seven, that number again. Three. Yeah, there were seven of us, including the lady that was talking, eight, but there were seven. Yeah, so we just sat there. Then the lady is not actually our tutor. Do you like my mug? She was actually our supporter. So she said, you'll meet your tutor tomorrow, I think it is. And she's lovely. She's done nursing before and she's done this and blah, blah, and she's really lovely and blah, blah, blah. So I was like, okay. So she was basically just doing the whole like, fill this in and fill that in and just watch this little bit about the course and everything and writing your numbers down. I know. So we did that. And then a guy said, we were talking about different things and he said about when he went on a course. And the first day there, they said, right, tomorrow when you come in, you've got to come in and do a PowerPoint thing. And because he was older, he was like, I don't even know what a PowerPoint is. What's a PowerPoint? And then they didn't really elaborate on it. And that's where people get anxiety. Hi, Welsh babe. Yes, I did. I hope you did too. And I said, that's wrong because if you're quite I'm not myself, but if you're quite an anxious person and you get worried when you're sent to courses, even if it's through work, oh God, I'm going on one of these courses. I don't like, what they're going to do, because you start thinking about what's going to happen when you shouldn't. You should just think nothing. Have no expectations. So I said, that's a bit off really, to throw a PowerPoint and just say to people, yeah, you've got to come in tomorrow, do a PowerPoint presentation. Now, can you imagine people who aren't that confident, a bit quiet, have to get to know people on the course for a few days, a few weeks even, before you feel confident enough to get up in front of people. Not everyone can get up in front of people. I'm only a bit used to it now because of what I do on here. Some people are quiet, some people aren't. So there's, everyone's different. So they shouldn't to me, they shouldn't have expectations, there's the word again, of everyone just getting up, especially on the second day of the course. So he said, I was just really like, so the lady said, I thought, I like her already. She was like, hi. She said, that's wrong, really. She said, because that's putting people off before they've even started. And then he said the next day a lot of people didn't turn up because a lot of people don't like that. Hi. So she said, no, that's just putting people off and that's trying to make people, it's putting people down. And she said, well, not at any other levels here. We're all the same. We're all one. And I thought, I like her already. I like this course. I like if a course is relaxed and all that. Hi, Redfield Pale. I'm just talking about my course today. So I'll be talking to Red Phil soon. So she was just saying, you come here, you relax, you have a cup of coffee. You can have a cup of coffee. They had biscuits and everything. She said, bring your own dinner. We're all in this room together and we all just want to chill out and there's loads of support and we'll support each other and you'll really get on, and you'll really love it. And then she said, I was waffling on like, yeah, whoop, whoop. I was waffling on like, oh yeah, you don't need to be made to feel stupid or, like doing all this PowerPoint. She went, no, we don't even do computers. I thought, oh, even better, because I was expecting, well, no expectation, but I did think, they're going to have computers because it's a course, like, not that really good on them. And sometimes it's like you can stare at a screen for ages and health and social care, Phil. Thought it might come in handy for something, for helping people. So she just said, I just want to do loads of courses. She said, oh no, we don't do that actually because we can't bring them into this place. We couldn't have like 15 laptops and carry them all in. So it's mostly listening and paperwork. I thought, good, because somebody then said they went on a course for maths or English, can't remember which one it was, and basically they were shoved in front of a computer, no supporter, no tutor, just sit there, read that. And she said she was just sat there going, I didn't get what the questions were. I couldn't, because sometimes you need support. So I said, yeah, AI again. Sit in front of a computer and do it. And then it makes you feel stupid if you're not very good at a computer or you don't understand the way it's been worded. As I said, that's why we get a bit triggered in chat sometimes because you can't always interpret what someone's saying through text. So she said, yeah, I don't even like that. I said, exactly, we need to be more holistic. We need to go back to a little bit more of, it's not going back to, it's just in balance. Pen and paper. So that's what we're doing. So I thought this course is getting better and better. She said, and there's so much support everywhere else. And we're into, she even mentioned the system. She was like, well, I went to somewhere, check this out. I went to somewhere and I had to give this speech to like parents or something somewhere. I can't remember what it was on. And she said, but they were more concerned with their kids going to university. She said, I was talking about apprenticeships, which I think they need to come back. They sort of trickling in again, and they need to because it's a better way. But they think they should have been going to uni. Well, we sort of all know what that is. And that's not knocking people who go to uni saying that, but we know what that system's a part of. So she said, I stood up and I was expecting a load of like strife and trolling and off the parents or whatever, shouting out. But she said actually they didn't. They actually came to her and were like, and she said her son's actually been on what's it called that I just said, apprenticeship, and earns great money now through that. Because to me, you don't actually need, thank you Welsh babe, I know, that's why I said it, I've got to that age where it's just like, because someone's trying to tell me it's not age appropriate. I've just got the frizzes today. I was too old, which I was having a rant about yesterday because someone said in chat as well, that person needs to go and tell the elders who have dreadlocks that they can't have them because they're too old. So, when you get to a certain age, 42, it's like stuff what everyone else thinks. I'm just going to do what I do. But like, obviously, if you're living at home or you're doing something where you feel a bit controlled off parents, that it is difficult sometimes. And I know with my ex-partner that this never would have happened because they don't like stuff like this, But oh well, I'm not, so I can. But yeah, I'm just getting used to it. I've got a, Anyway, so that was really good what they were saying because I don't actually think you have to, they try to get you, you have to have this exam, that exam, you have to have this mark and that mark. I think it's a load of baloney. If you're really loving something and you're really into it, you should be able to be given that chance to prove yourself for a couple of months in the job. If you're good at, I know people who say, oh yeah, I got this, that and the other, and actually they do nothing. So, it's the going grey I want with a pink stripe. I just want pink in my hair with the grey, but I've got to wait. I've got one of the things in there that's got pink in it. But less about the hair. So, but thank you. So it was just great because she was like, oh, the system. I went, oh, don't even get me started on the system. I thought, I'll get into the course a bit before I start going, So that was really good. Yeah, there was no age, hairstyles, clothing, or your look, just be you, peeps. Yeah, exactly. So it was just great because the people were really nice. I could tell some were feeling a bit, anxiety about what we're doing, but I just went in, no really expectations of anything apart from, I wonder if they've got computers, but we're not doing that. And they said they have a party at the end of it and we all bring food in. And one girl said, what, an alcohol shirt? No, not alcohol in the parentheses, but we bring food in, we all just have a bit of a... She said, you'll want to do another course. So it was just a very relaxed environment. She was really lovely. And I know the woman that's coming in of what she said sounds like a really lovely woman. I can just get the vibe that, and no one's going to have that sort of... I don't think anyone's going to feel nervous of the other people that were there because I just got the feeling of the people there. They were very friendly. And a lady... No, you won't get a notification. A lady that... we were just saying something, actually lives down the road from me. So we got on the bus together. We were talking about kids and the system, the school system, of how that needs to go a bit more relaxed, with homework and that. Because I do have, I'm sorry if anyone's a teacher, but I actually do think that kids shouldn't do homework. Maybe a little bit of reading and a little bit of spellings like we used to. But that whole thing, younger and younger, is a joke. Because I just think that's what they're at school for. And when you do come home and you're tired from work and you're trying to get the tea on and the kids sorted out, personally, through my experience, is when my youngest comes home now, he's tired. And if you try and force him to do something, he will kick off. He will not want to do it. So I'll let him do what he can do, but I'm not forcing him to do it. And if school's got a problem, they'll have to have a problem because I'm not forcing my child, who's been at school all day, sat down, doing the repetitive regurgitation of everything, to come home and start again. I don't mind the reading the books at bed and all that. That's they like doing that. But, you know, it just seems to get more and more younger and younger. We all know why, because we all know, you know, the system. But a bit of balance is needed, isn't it? So we were just talking about different things. Like I said, it was basically just writing stuff down and just talking about basically what's going to happen on the course and, you know, things that we'll do in little groups and stuff like that. But I can tell by the people there's nobody there being all, you know, sort of thing. And I did actually say, Miss Chime, that's funny that you said that, because I said, I'm sure in Sweden or somewhere like that, they start later and they don't, and they went, really? Went, yeah, not like over here, you know, because they just push everything, as we know. So I just wanted to say, if you go into a course, I'm really looking forward to it. You know, it's getting me out, it's getting me meeting new people. You don't know where that might take you with new people and people they know, of career ideas you might have, or any ideas that you might have. You just meet new people, 17 in. So it was really just to say, if you're thinking of going on a course, or you've got kids that are going on a course, or, you know, it can be an interview as well, anything, but that thing where some people get anxiety about it, and especially if you're a bit like me, who's a little bit older and you're going back doing courses, it could be night school or anything, because I'm going doing one of them as well. It's a bit like, well, some people get anxiety and worry about what are other people going to be like, what's the course going to be like. Oh, they start thinking all these crazy things up like you do in your head of things that are going to happen that you don't even know are going to happen. And that's how you get anxiety. Just don't have any expectations of nothing. Just go thinking, I'm going to have a good time. I'm going to meet new people. If anything, I'm going to meet new people. Some you might like, some you might not. You can't please everybody and they can't please you. So just go with, and I'm one of them now anyway. I said to this lady on the bus, it's like when I go in the school playground, I don't go in to be all, I want to get in with the parent club and be like that, blah, like they do. And you know, that's fair enough. I don't do that. I go in, get my son, and I come out. If, I know a few people there anyway, and I do talk to them, but if, you know, especially in this weather, I'm not trying to please any parents, because you do get them parents that are in the it gang, you know, and they all have to be like, for instance, at Christmas, we heard people saying, my child didn't get this part in the Christmas play, because my child's better than your child, sort of thing. It's like, no. So I'm not into all that. So obviously when I went here, it was just go. If you make friends, you make friends. If you don't, you don't. You're going to learn. And if you meet new people, great. I'm just thankful and grateful for the opportunity to go and do it. In Chinese, life can be a crisis or an opportunity, free will. Yeah, and everything is free will. Like, even if we sort of think we're going doing something against it, it's how you react to it as well, and how you take actions and respond to it, as in responsibility is responding to your abilities as well. I know I've got good abilities in me, everybody has. It's just bringing them forth. Sometimes people think they're not good at anything, but maybe that's because they've not pushed themselves or tried something new even that you never knew you even liked. So sometimes you can go to a course and only 11 weeks left for my due date. Oh, Welsh babe, excited, beautiful. Crystal baby. You know, sometimes you go to something thinking it's all scary and you actually come out the end of it, glad you're doing it, and maybe it'll push you forward to do more courses, because it was just, you're learning again. We're always learning, always learning. What is the subject? Health and social care. I think it's needed a little bit. I'm interested in it because of what I see going on in the world right now, and what I see when I had a bit of a rant yesterday. It wasn't particularly a rant at that person. Like, I was on the bus this morning and I was thinking, yeah, blah, blah, blah. See, I'm not the person that, even if I do have a rant, I actually am aware of myself after, and I will think about, could have gone about it this way, could have, not saying that that rant was a bad thing, it isn't, you need to release, but what I'm saying is I am a person who does look back on stuff and is aware of stuff. It's when you're not aware, you don't even think about it because you don't care. But it wasn't that, it was just that, do you know what? There's a lot of people out there who need to really understand people have patterns, and I'm going to be doing a chat on patterns of behaviour, especially with narcissistic people who might not think they are. And I don't know how that's going to come out, but I've seen a few people talking about it, and it was ace, and it is a pattern. And I've just realised through yesterday and someone else getting in contact with me, the patterns. And I'm going to be talking about that again. But let them be positive. Let them be free positive. They all have different gifts. Yeah. Everyone has different gifts. And that's why I always say on YouTube, people will go on about stuff on YouTube and out here, they'll go, oh, you should be doing it this way. It's like, no, you do it your way, of the way you understand it. Thank you, Tapper, of the way you understand it. Like I said to the lady today, she even said, you know, when you get a picture, she went, I'm here. She said, when the teacher comes tomorrow, she gives you a book and you go through it, but it's not one of them where it's given to you, because I'm like this, because I'm a bit like dyslexic, but it's given to you. Is anyone out there, when you, this is what she said, anyone of you read something and go, I don't understand it, but if you're just left with it, you're a bit like, I don't really understand the way they've worded that. As I said, that's what happens in text on live chat sometimes. You don't know what that person, it's harder in a text. I know you all understand that. So she said, so what she does is she goes through each question and puts it in an easier way of understanding it, because some people, everybody understands things differently. Like I said to her, I piped up, obviously, I wasn't being quiet. I just went, oh yeah, it's like me, I'm a bit like that. I said, but you give me a visual thing and I'll go, yeah, I know how to do that, and I'll go and do it. I don't need like instructions. I can build IKEA stuff without instructions. I can go, oh yes, I've seen how someone's made that, you know, my creative stuff, and I'll go, I can do it straight away. Some people might need the step-by-step instructions. I don't. I can watch the beginning and go, yeah, I know it, and I'll go off and do it. Whereas looking at something written down, I could stare at it for a bit and go, no. So I'd say I'm more visual. And everyone's different. Some people aren't. Some people need step-in-step instructions written down, and that's the way they understand it, because we're all one, but we all work differently with the way we understand things. And language, because language is a problem. I said something to someone today on I can't remember, TRF News. Anyway, someone I sort of know, they might have even got that wrong, on Instagram. And I said a word and they were like, well, that's the thing, because that word, if you think about it in the spell sort of thing, is that. And I was like, I know, but because it just verbally falls out because we're so used to saying it. And then people will say, oh, it means this and that. And so many words can mean the same thing. And you'll be like, well, it doesn't mean that. Like I've said on here, I'll say something and someone will go, no, it's this. And I'm going, yeah, but it does actually mean the same thing. It's just your perception of how you took it. Everything's perceptions. Right brain people are visual and very creative. Left brain are logical. Yes, I am right brained because I am very creative and I'm not into the whole logical Spock thing. So, you know, them two need to come together. It's a bit like spirituality and science. They need to come together. Science has tried to, not saying science is wrong, but they don't tell us everything and they try to separate it, as we all know. Hang on a minute. So, but bringing them two together is like good, you know what I mean? But some people do work like that. Some are very visual and some are very logical. That's why sometimes I'll say things and I'll laugh because I've got friends who are very logical, and they go, yes, but what is the blah 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 of the evidence of the, and I'm like, I don't know. It's just that I learned this way and I can see it and feel it, you know, see and feel the energies sort of thing and all that. So yeah. So yeah, so yeah, it is. So I've just got a good feeling. You can tell. I can tell by the people there, and the yeah, masculine, feminine, definitely that side of the brain. I think the right side is women, and or whatever way around it is. But I think the creative side is feminine, and the logical is men. That's why it's been. Oh, Brian sent you hello. It's been a very, as I've said, man-made world. We all know that, and that's why the divine feminine's coming back in, because it needs balance. It's not about women coming over men up, you know, rising above them like the feminazis. That's just an agenda put in the news like everything else. So I'm excited. I go again tomorrow. I'm just excited to be around new people, different perceptions and stuff that people have got. But when we were talking about the system, they were like, and yeah, won't go in too hard just yet. But I will be dropping a few things like Epstein didn't kill himself and Ricky Gervais, because everybody's talking about. I even sent it to Reverend Simon Sideways the other day. I don't know if he'd seen it before, but I was like, yeah, get this out. Look what he said. And I would what I say. The reason why I was sat on the video yesterday flicking through trying to get it up is the first video I saw of most of the whole thing, they've cut it down. I think they've tried to cut it to cut down the celebrities' faces, especially Tom Hanks sitting there like. And one of my friends who's into Q and all that said, what do you mean Tom Hanks? I went, if you're into that, you should know, but not everyone goes in depth with it. I said Tom Hanks, Robert De Niro. I went, not very good, not very good. We all know. Not going to go into it right now. So, a link to what? Oh, you went ghost hunting. Yeah, you can put a link in. I don't mind. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, I'm not going with no expectations of worrying about stuff because, like I said, like I just tried to say before, if you're going on a course, a new doesn't have to be a course, a new job, whatever, don't go with expectations because it sometimes normally works out not the way you do. Like you you're winding yourself up for something that you've put in your head that you think is going to happen that isn't going to happen. But if you put too much of it in, it could probably happen because you thought about it too much because it's going to sort of manifest like you're going to get in a bad mood and then you're going to sit there all moody and people might take you the wrong way and so on and so forth. And what else was I going to say? Something about the course. I don't know. Oh yeah, like relationships because that might go in the pattern of behaviours one. That some chat I'm going to do at some point this week of a lovely lady I met at a meet up the other week put something on a YouTube. Actually, I'm going to, not on a YouTube, on a Facebook. I'm going to bring it up now, the quote, because I thought it's so true. Remember the other day I said, I think it was off Infinite Waters, someone quoted, people are made to be loved and things are made to be used. Today, people use people. People are made to be used and things are made to be loved. It's the wrong way around. So let me just see if I can find it. A minute. So Revelers put paranormal towards the end of the site of Jade. Oh, okay. Let me have a look if I can find this. Let's see if I can find it. So let me look through. Oh, here it is. It was I think it was off the Joker. Right, it says, everyone does it. Everyone you meet always asks if you have a career, are married or own a house, as if life was some kind of grocery list. But no one ever asks if you are happy. And that's so true, and that's what I'm going to be chucking in. Something I watched the other day that I'm going to chuck out when I do this chat on patterns and relationships and stuff like that, of a really great guy that some of you might know, and I can't remember his name off the top of my head, was also saying that in a chat that I just jumped in the other day and I was listening about why, and it was about dating, and I'm going to re-talk about it as well because it's so true. If you go on a date, you're getting to know somebody. People today are too quick. They want everything now, now, now. They want to sleep you straight away. They want to do this. They want to do that. Nobody's got patience at all. So they'll always ask you straight away. So how much money do you earn? What career do you do? But it's not about that, is it? It's about just being in the present moment with someone. Are you having fun with them? Is the vibe good? Because you've got to remember the chat that I'll be doing on narcissistic people collect information off you. And I've done this before. So you give all your information out, you're being quite open, and they use it against you and they collect it. They also use it to morph into you and mirror you. So you think you've got something in common with them. And that's the thing where I sat there last night and thought, I'm starting to see some patterns with people that I know outside YouTube land. And it's making me think, oh my God, like, very interesting. And then I look back at past things, I'm like, yeah, that definitely happens. It definitely does happen. So, I ever do that again, I'm not going to be asking them and I'm not going to be giving that out. I'm just going to be going, let's just enjoy each other's company. and not too long company. That's what I've had a problem with people when they're like that. They just want to jump into everything straight away. They're not, and this is why people have a problem in relationships. Then they get in a relationship, they realise a little bit after that it's all gone tits up and it's all gone wrong, and they actually don't know nothing about each other, and they're not really into each other because maybe, not always, someone's acting all information collecting, trying to morph into you so you like them, trying to make you like them, and you realise that that isn't actually them, if anyone gets what I'm saying. So I will be doing on that chat. I will be doing that chat. Yeah, we never ask, how do you feel? You know, you should just be sat there enjoying each other's company. So I'll read that out again. Everyone you meet always ask, and it's a fact because they do. They're more into how much money you've got and all that. They're not bothered about you. It's what you've got, you know, because they want it and maybe it isn't in their life. They get it. Well, why don't you get off your bum and get it yourself if it's, you know. Some people will only date people because they've got a high ranking career and they make loads of money. That's not love. You're loving the things. Like I said, people are made to be loved. Things are made to be used. Today, I don't mean everybody, but majority of this plane we live on is people are being used, people are made to be used, and things are being loved, the materials being loved. It's balance. You can have things, but they're just things. It's the people that you should be caring about. And that's why I said yesterday when I was having a rant, I'm not pulling no punches this year. I'm not taking cack off anyone because there is energies going on with the Schumann resonance, and that's why we all feel up and down and confused and stuff like that as well, because Earth's going through it as well in the path that I'm on with my experience and the things that I watch. It's not for everybody. And I just don't need people trying to be putting stuff, especially when they're trying to say you don't know yourself. It's like, rightio then. So yeah, and I've noticed that pattern in people asking you what you're doing every 5 minutes. What, like, not what you're doing, but, well, just that I said the grocery list thing, and it's like, no. Thank you, Miss Chime. I'll have to check it after. So, yeah, want to do a chat on the patterns because people need to see the patterns because there definitely is a pattern. And people who want to bring you down, they do have patterning, and once you realise it, you can see what these people are. Several sunrises. Yeah, so like I said, yeah, it's not what you do in life, it's who you are as you. Exactly. So like I said, the little messages, if you go into anything new or trying anything new, job, anything, going anywhere where you meet new people, don't have expectations. Don't keep playing it out in your mind. If you're going to play anything out in your mind, see yourself having a good time, laughing, smiling, being relaxed. Don't put sort of negative monkey chatter. Oh, this is going to happen. What if this happens? What if that happens? What if it doesn't? Why do that? You're just setting yourself up to get anxiety and feel really nervous about going when just go with the flow and see. I know so many that just want more money, more things. My lass has brought so much crap. We have to constantly throw good things out, but not being nasty, but it is what it is. It is what it is because we're brought up, we're brainwashed into a very fast, like I said, everything now, consumerism. It's consumerism. So it's not like we're saying it's anyone's fault. We've all done it. I've done it. It's now I'm trying to get rid of things and I don't, it's like today, big shop on the corner. I'm like, where did that come from? Because I don't go out shopping anymore and I've got stuff I don't need, unless I really need it. It's because we want. And because the celebrities are pushing all this stuff out, people think they want to live like a celebrity. They want. Some people who got loads of clothes will go, really rich, I only wear this dress once and then I throw it away. Yeah, into a landfill thing. Good on you. Brilliant. It's like the cushions that I'm making, they're all made from recycled materials. Trying to do something there. Yeah, it's programming. So it's like I say, when I'm talking, I don't mean we're blaming these people because we've all done it. It's not their fault. Even people who troll and stuff like that, as I use that word, it's not their fault. We know that. But there are some out there that will never come out of that mindset because they're too entrenched in it. And we do get triggered by it. We are human as well as spiritual, dimensional light beings or whatever. We still get triggered. And that's why I was trying to do that whole chat yesterday of ranting was, don't pretend you don't get triggered because we all do. Sitting on the bus today going down there, I'm like, listening to what people were saying and talking about, and I'm like, how did I ever sit on a bus before with people going on? And the conversations you hear are just like, you know what I mean? It's just like, more important things than that. And like I said, you do have to let that out sometimes, because like I said, sometimes if you keep things pented in, it does make you ill, because it will go in your energy centres. You don't have to be on all that, but go in your energy centres in your body. Hi Stephen, hi everyone else who's come in. And that's where you start getting aches and pains and stuff, because you're not releasing it. People tell you to shut down your emotions. Well, they would, wouldn't they? Because they want us all AI. Like I said before about the computers, I said I'd rather write stuff down. It's like someone said to me once, why don't you do your artwork on one of them computery on the... I said, I don't want to. I want to do it the old traditional way. I don't want to be looking at a light all the time and straining my eyes and getting sore eyes. Then you lose the ability to draw naturally. If you don't practice something enough, like I've heard people say you could draw, they'd gone on to, like, you know, when you do it on your computer, and when they went back to trying to draw normally, not that they couldn't draw, they just found it weird or difficult. I'm like, I don't want to lose that. It's like a sort of old-fashioned way, and I like the old-fashioned way. I like men who have old-fashioned traditions. I don't mean fuddy-duddy. They just got respect, you know, for women. And like I just said before, they don't have a list. They don't have expectations of something at the beginning. They shouldn't have. They should just be getting to know someone. People might think that's old-fashioned, but it's not. That's why people are getting in relationships quick. You know, I've done it before, and they're just expecting this, this, and this, and then it all goes, like I said, tits up and all that. Just expecting, they just can't be patient with anything. Everything's now, 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 now. So I had a great time. I can't wait to go tomorrow and meet these people. And I might see this lady at school because she lives in my area now. So someone who lives in my area. We were just talking natural, you know, all different ages there. But like I said, people do get nervous when they go to these things. But I just sit there, sat up straight, and I just listen and smile. And I just think, you know, and she even said, we're just having a little test of maths and English. I was like, oh my God, the worst things. But she said, no, it's just a dead simple one. It's to see not where you're at, because like there's no level. It's just to make sure, you know, you're quantum mentis or whatever. That's probably even wrong. But that was quite funny, because I went, you are? And she was like, no, it's just, I went, But it was quite funny. She's lovely. And we meet the teacher tomorrow, and I'm sure she's going to be lovely too. So, yeah, I really enjoyed it. And I was just happy that I took my lovely little New York bag that my mum got me in New York specifically for college, because she was like, I'll buy you something. I was like, I don't need anything. And I went, oh, actually, I need a good book, because I just looked at a book. I need a good bag for college. So this is my bag from New York, my rucksack. And also in here, because I thought, if we get a break or something, we're all in the same room, we've got to take our own dinner, which is good. I thought, just in case, I'm reading this, and it's funny because Naughty Beaver, not that I watch a lot, I just caught a little bit this morning, was talking about Dolores Cannon. Well, this is like Dolores Cannon stuff, which the law of one, you know, that's why when people go on about Trump and say, why hasn't he done this, you can only do it in a certain way, because you can't wake everybody up by smacking them around the head. They've got to wake up themselves. So law of one, they have their own free will to wake up. If they don't want to wake up, they're not going to wake up. And as I say, that's 7 and 17 on my side. You know, they don't want to wake up, they don't want to wake up. That's why I said this year I'm not taking no punches, as in, or whatever the saying is, as I'm really talking to people in chat. People out there in the naysayers and all that, I'm really not interested in that sort of like trying to not convince people, just to research, to figure out that we know we've all been lied to and it's not what we say it is. And there's lots of things going on. You know, the veil's getting thinner, you know, orbs and that. People just come in and say there's dust. Well, that's dust to them. But even my dad's wife's seen it now. And he said, no, the way they fly about. So we know there's other stuff we've not been told for eons. And we're all just trying to figure it out. So yeah, we might be wrong about bits and bobs and this and that. But when you're experiencing something, you're experiencing it and you can see it, then it's real. So when people come going, oh, it's not, it's like, well, no, when you're experiencing it. Oh yeah, they go on about orgonite. Sorry, I just saw orgonite there. Just one last thing. I tried to drop truth and they literally call you crazy. Even if you produce evidence after evidence, they just don't want to see. I would say, Michael, It's the way it goes. That's why I've just said, you can. When I first woke up, you want to smack everyone around the head with a red pill because you want people to wake up. You want them to see the light. You don't, we hate I hate liars. I hate people. I hate, everyone hates to feel they've been lied to. I don't like liars. And that also goes with narcissistic relationships because they're one of the bigger ones and never take responsibility for anything. Believe their own lies, actually. Is in the spiritual side community, call us star seeds. That means you're just dropping little seeds and you just let them come to it in their own divine time. If they don't, they don't, because I think there's people that are really entrenched in it, as you know, that just don't. They call you crazy because they don't see it. A lot of people are starting to see things now. We're called crazy and conspiracy theorists because, they're the sort of people that only believe the news. And my granddad worked for the newspapers and he said, don't believe everything you read. But remember when you were asleep and people have said things to you before and you're like, oh, they sound crazy. And we all go through the same sort of thing. But they will come to it, and if they don't, they don't. I think maybe most of the majority, I think, on this realm will in the end. We're all doing it slowly, slowly. Like it's not like that. It's getting faster like the quickening. But people might start to think, do you know what? I've said before, they seem happier. Like all this chaos going on at the minute, especially this year and onwards. Why are they not running around like a headless chicken? Because we've gone through that. And now because we can sort of see what's going on. It's not like I'm saying we know everything, but we can see bits. And the bigger picture of some things. But even people who think they can see the big picture go, I can see the big picture. Yeah, but I even think there's something behind that and that. And that we're ever spiraling, ever learning. That's what we're here to do. And you learn from your mistakes. And you learn from the past. But you don't take it with you. You just learn from it. Like today I could think, yeah, I did that ranty video yesterday. Well, I could have done it. But actually, I'm glad I did that because actually it's made me think about something today that I want to do this pattern. I'm seeing these patterns in people. It's just, you've got to be aware and learning. So, like I said, it's the people that, for example, if you said something bad to someone in the moment and you didn't really mean it, but you think about it after, even if you don't get to apologise to this person, it's like at least you're aware and you'll change it next time. But also, people get to, like, the rant that was going on the other day, the person was making out as if it was them, I was attacking them. I wasn't attacking them, I was attacking the question, not them themselves. And the person before that person attacked me for attacking that person, that I didn't attack the person. As I said again, people who go and see that video, I wasn't asking for people's opinion, I was talking about my hair. And they said about, as again, I'm repeating myself, you shouldn't really have dreads at your age. Oh, well. I was attacking the actual answer, not that person. You know what I mean? So it's just that thing again of you just getting triggered because I was attacking the question, not the person. Not the person. I could stay here all day, but must go. I've got to go now anyway. I've not even had my breakfast. And I'm on tonight on Brian Staveley's channel at 8 o'clock with Roxanne, the Globalist and Aya. And I hope to see you all there. Or not, or whatever, or whenever. It's up to you. Oh yeah, but thank you, Michael. Be the light. Everyone is so self-obsessed these days. They just talk crap and do everything to suit themselves. We are different here in that. Yeah, I mean, it's balance, isn't it? Because you sort of think you have to do things to suit yourself in a way because we're not doing it to suit others. So there's that bit of confusion where people go, well, it's about service to others. It is. And if you're saying service to self, because them on the other side are all service to self, me, it's all about me. But then again, it's weird because it's a bit like, it is service to ourselves in a way, but serving to others is serving to ourselves. But you do have to be right in yourself as in healthy, working on yourself. That's what it's about. Working on yourself from within. And then being service to others. But you do actually have to be making sure you're doing the things that you love, which is sort of service to yourself, but you're giving it out as well. And all that good stuff. And life is just learning, and we have to learn by our mistakes and things. That's why it's okay. You just don't get too stuck in mistakes. If you can't move from them, then you're not growing and you're not learning. You learn from the things you do. Or you learn from the things you don't do. People go, oh, it's happening to me and this happened to me. Well, maybe it's because you didn't take that step forward and do it and you just sat there and thought about it and never moved forward. So then people start blaming everyone around them. It's like, it's not everybody. You need to take responsibility for your abilities and move forward. Brian Staveley. I don't know if Tap is in, if you can chuck it in chat, if anyone can link it up, the mods. But yeah, so I'm going to go because I've got to go and sort a few bits out before. Here's Roxanne, right at the last minute. A few things to do before getting little one, and really looking forward to tomorrow. But like I said again, if you're going anywhere, it could be you don't go out a lot and you're going to a wedding and you're just bothered about it. Just don't think anything. Don't have expectations. Don't let the monkey mind come in and tell you what's going to happen before you've even got there, because it could put you off a fabulous opportunity of meeting new people. Could be a new partner. It could be anything. New people to do with something that might help your career, the job that you're in anyway. Because word of mouth is very important. But meeting new people, you don't know where you are at a certain time. Be a wedding, be a party, or something. Oh, I don't really feel like going. Because you're thinking something's going to happen. You could miss out on really good opportunities. You just don't know. Because when things come in to manifest, they always come in the way you least expect it. They never really come in the way you expect it at all. So just do it. Yeah, sliding doors. Exactly. So just do it. Don't let thought put you off. Don't let the logical side of your brain put you off, because no, we're trying to move from that. So I shall see you, I was going to say this week, I'll see you over on Brian's chat tonight, and I shall see you later. Bye. Yeah, always embrace every opportunity. Exactly. See you later.